Buenas amantes de la aventura y lo sobrenatural. En el séptimo vídeo de la serie de Banishers Ghost of New Eden seguimos explorando este truculento mundo y avanzando en su historia principal, en la que tendremos que liberar a Priest para poder entrar en el fuerte en el que tenemos muchos asuntos pendientes. La tarea no va a ser sencilla, como siempre en el juego, pero seguimos descubriendo nuevos parajes interesantes, historias y más fantasmas con asuntos pendientes. Te dejo sin más con nuestro video gameplay. No olvides darle a like para ayudarnos a seguir creciendo y si te gusta lo que ves, puedes seguirnos para más vídeos como este donde intentaremos ayudarte a descubrir nuevos juegos. ¡Muchas gracias! ¿Ahora sí?
Here you are. Good day. My name is Rebecca Hardgrave. How may I help you? Are you the one who's attracting the wolves? Wolves? What wolves? Who are you exactly? I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Do you know what that means? Banishers? That means... you can speak to the living on behalf of the dead.
That's part of it, yes. Why, do you have someone in mind?
Ferdinando Miller.
Ferdinando.
My Fardy. Death parted us. But my love is strong. I came back for him. I love him so. But not once has he come to see me. I must know why.
There's no delicate way to ask this, I'm afraid. How did you die?
We left civilization in New Eden town for the cold desert of Fort Jericho. The path was steep and rough, and we were greatly burdened. It was hell, but we walked through it together. As we walked, I fell into a daze. I remember little after that. A pain that grew, a great, uncontrollable tremor. Fatigue, a deathly fatigue. Fardy was at my side as ever. He held my hand, bade me sleep. When I opened my eyes, I was here, alone.
Te dejó un poco tirada, ¿no?
How did you meet him?
'Twas market day. I'll never forget it. It was rich, exotic, an abundance of treasures from across the known world. I saw him through the crowd. Our eyes met. I didn't know it then, but I was meeting the love of my life. I could not admit it to myself, not at first, but I had to have him. And in the end, I did.
Madre mía.
New Eden's a big place. Where can we find him?
We were on our way to Fort Jericho. We were to open a store together.
Vale, pues allí
It
es
was
donde
to
voy,
be
así
a
que
new
ven.
beginning for us both, together. Yet he's there, alone.
Sospecho que lo dejó
If
muy
you know
tirada.
where he is, why not just go there?
I've tried. At first I was able to visit him in the quiet as he slept. I'd watch over him. But now, something hinders me. I cannot reach him. I must know that he is well.
Vale, pues vamos allí, ¿no?
We have to go now.
Find him, please.
These are attacking the fort.
Seek no ground! Hold fire! That fellow's not dead! Who's that? I've heard I said hold your fire! Piss off!
¡Ah! Fallé de mierda. Caca. No, por lo menos me da para... ¡Ah, no, no! ¡No lo mató! Ah, me da igual, no te veo. ¿Eh? ¡Oh, joder! Que les di al al. Me cago en la leche, les estoy dando al al. Qué mal es dejar de jugar a esto una temporada, ¿eh? Tú muérete. Venga, anda, pégame. Pues no me pegues como yo quiero. Pues te parto la cara con esto, ya está.
Did we miss a few?
¿Algo más?
You're in its side street.
Sí, va a ser mejor que me cure al final.
I'm right here, you know.
Take him under threat.
No.
Hold there. None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Qué
Name's
majos
Red
sois, ¿no?
McCraith.
No sé,
I'm
pero los
obviously
muertos
a
dudo que los
Banisher.
veas.
Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
Name's Andrew White. You seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate. Folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
Bennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue.
Pues tenemos que
You
buscarla.
can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in
tan
a
concreto,
fight
¿no?
and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have Spectre troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
Right. I'll likely be back.
Find our friends, Banisher. Or put them to rest.
I'll try. As soon as I take care of the Spectre's nest, I'll go looking for the outpost.
Hola.
Death knocks at their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow.
No, pero en principio parece que se puede ir por aquí tranquilamente. Aquí va a haber el escano.
Sí.
Come closer if you dare! This is not how I die!
No.
My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
Toma.
Y esta vez los fantasmas. Toca jefe. ¿Qué cojones es eso? Otro azote.
No sé qué coño es. Uy.
Perdón. Los cojones.
Raging Vandal.
102.
Possession incoming.
Es un incoming.
Ya la paré, ya la paré.
Basta.
176. ¡Uy! Que no lo había visto, coño. 199. 255.
I'm fine. Stop forcing.
Sí, sin más.
Sí, la verdad es que sí. Bastante cutrillo, la verdad. Un poco pesadito con las cargas y con el rolloso que hace, pero sí, no tiene nada.
¿Avanzaste mucho tú
Wasn't I
aquí?
always?
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love.
Pobre, parece que lleva una fregona en la cabeza.
Qué poco faltona es.
What was it like for you? After my own death, I floated outside of time, without knowing what was happening to me.
Floating outside of time? Yes.
Uy, qué
That's
casualidad.
exactly it.
Qué
True
casualidad.
love finds a way. That's all that matters.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
Esto la mando
I'm sorry.
difícil.
You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
Bueno, a ver si ahora nos dejan pasar, ¿no?
White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Pabila.
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Bueno, encima está escondido, joder. Qué maravilla.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews, we were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
¿Y dónde está la oficina? Arriba del todo, ¿no?
Supongo.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McGrath, You live.
Madre
There's
mía, vaya
work to be
ojeras.
done.
Ya te digo.
Work. You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McGrath. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
Madre mía, cuánto positivismo.
Sí, ya dice Pepe que soy mayor optimista del mundo.
Y tú me dices a mí que soy negativo. Pues joder.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain rest. The clock of our extinction ticks up. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish them.
You must have...
We lack much, yet we are still... We hold to the last. We resist.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the...
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on it. New Smith gathered the board and the governor let the afeard flock to him.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for...
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are again.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse...
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the...
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenant. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
Qué bien. Nos da una casita. Allí donde vamos nos da una casita. A descansar.
Una cestita. Para que te miren bien.
Llegaba a vuestra parte favorita.
The new Smiths, Thickskin and Kate, have always been as fire and ice, but with Red and Antea gone, little remained to keep the sisters together. A chasm of grief and rage yawned between them, their bridges burned, and the camp stared into the abyss.
¿Qué cosas?
Pues un poco sí.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps, by years.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act but nobly.
I do not disagree.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do...
And while we deal with the hordes of...
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty.
Underground again?
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman.
We should go.
Pues vamos allá.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck up.
Sed ingeniosos, por favor.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Sí, la verdad es que el tío este me da muy mala espina, pero bueno.
Ya te digo.
Y más teniendo en cuenta lo que contó la tía, de que de repente estaba sola y la abandonaron. Vale, por aquí debería haber... Ahí está.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
Not our ghost eye, though. Let's try the forge.
¡Ah, la forja! Por aquí no veo nada. ¿Dentro, quizás?
Mira, a ver.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that
Buenas noches a Wiki, que descanses.
as if it were
Sí.
of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Sí, nosotros nos vamos en... ¡Ah, joder!
En ya.
Ni me había fijado en la hora. Pues sí, lo vamos a dejar aquí por esta noche. Mañana volveremos... Seguramente mañana ya juguemos al juego este de miedo o algo así. Para andar variando un poco. Y después ya veremos cómo hacemos la próxima semana. Pero bueno, ya se verá entonces. Así que como siempre, muchas gracias por estar con nosotros como siempre. Y hasta mañana.
Chao.